and welcome or welcome back. My name is V, and today here with me is Neon Genesis. Neon and I saw the Warcraft movie probably almost 3 weeks ago now, and I've realized that there are some of the characters that we've seen in the movie that Neon might benefit from actually learning a little bit about. And for those of you who don't know our backstory, Neon is completely new to World of Warcraft, and we're currently playing it together. And I actually have never seen the Durotan Lords of War. Thank you to everyone who's recommended Lords of War as a series for us to watch and react to. Hi, Neon.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this one because Durotan was one of the characters in the World of Warcraft movie, or Warcraft movie, that two had a weird thing here going during the movie where I remember V telling me, so Durotan is the one. Well, so Durotan was named after Durotan, and Orgrim was named after Orgrimmar. So I had that kind of revelation going, and I was like, oh, cool, because the two areas I do know quite well. And I really liked Durotan as a character and Orgrim as well, to the point where I remember saying to V after the end of the movie, like, oh, where are they now? Are they in game? Well, obviously I know what happened to Durotan. But I was like, where's Orgrim? You know, where is he? Is he in the game? Where can I find him? So I'm really excited for this one and to find out a little bit more, I guess, backstory to them.
I'm actually surprised that I haven't seen these. So I know a little bit of the story, but I did not know that Lords of War contained this one as a series. Never really looked into it until we started playing together. So thank you for helping me discover more about one of my favorite games.
No, yeah, I'm really excited to see, to hear what you think as well, because you're a bit more of an avid lore fan than I am, and I'm just slowly getting into the whole thing. And as of right now, we have taken a small break from WoW because we've been doing some 14 content, but you know, with the WoW content will be continuing absolutely. But we're almost done with 14 anyway. But I'm really excited to get back into World of Warcraft, and this is like, I guess, like, I don't know, quenching the taste or thirst again a little bit more. So this is nice. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, me too. I love 14, but I am itching to come back to WoW and play as well. I'm playing through the War Within, but I'm playing that on my own, so I'm looking forward to us going back to playing our series. And for you, if you happen to be new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Check out the pinned comment, as you can find our playthrough series so far. We are at part, 21 or 22, starting from the beginning, something like that. And do leave the video a like for some good luck. Are we ready?
Ready when you're ready.
Let's go.
Subscribe for good vibes.
Oh, goodness. I thought that was in a video.
Oh.
That scared me.
You cannot hesitate, my king.
That's
the Iron
Varian.
Horde must be stopped.
You speak only of their savagery.
Adult
But
Varian.
surely they are not all monsters.
There was one. Durotan. His clan prided itself on suppressing rage, for they knew that those who succumb to the beast within become their own greatest enemy.
Him not wanting to
The
accept
clan
Fel.
was named for its kinship with the snow-white frost wolves. Together, they hunted the mighty Ffxiv. Every winter, the Ffxiv would migrate, and the clan would follow. But one year, when Durotan was very young...
Mother, they're leaving. You've got to wake up.
His mother Gaia had been bitten by a drift lurker. Those who suffered its bite fell into a deep sleep, and few had ever awakened.
We can do no more for her! If we don't go, the entire clan starves! Or worse, the guard will be hungry!
You want them to feed on our mother? Father wouldn't leave her, Gunnar. And neither will I.
Father would know we can't carry our dead with us.
She's not dead!
Calm yourself, brother! You know what your anger can lead to. While the others are gone, I speak for the clan! We leave! Now!
I'm not
going?
I did not know this.
Days passed. Durotan remembered the lessons his mother had taught him, and with the aid of Gaia's old wolf Stormfang, they survived.
Mother, winter is setting in. You have to wake up. Wake up.
Oh, that's not good.
Orc and beast alike feared the Garn. Great black wolves. Among the most vicious and cunning predators on Duran.
Best boy.
Oh my god, yeah.
Durotan and Stormfang killed the lone wolf. But Durotan knew that the Garn hunted in packs, and with the setting of the sun, they would attack. He prepared to make his final stand.
Mother, they're coming for us. You have to wake up.
But even if she does, what can she do?
Yeah, true. Well, I guess as soon as she wakes up, they can go. I'm guessing.
Down.
Outnumbered and surrounded, Durotan fought. He fought not just the Garn, but the rising tide of rage within him. Durotan was driven to the brink, and in the heat of battle, bloodlust claimed him. Anything that moved, he killed.
Oh no.
Oh no. He killed his own dog. Oh, killed his mum.
Durotan. Durotan.
Oh no, yeah, killed his own dog.
What?
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, killed his own dog off.
I can see that you shed blood to protect me. But I would rather have died than know my son had become a beast.
Well, isn't that a mean thing to say?
Yeah.
Durotan wore Stormfang's fur until the end of his days.
Oh.
A constant reminder of the old wolf's courage and loyalty.
Oh my god, that's so cool
A
though.
reminder also that even the most noble of orcs may fall prey to the savagery within.
Got 2014 World
Yeah,
War
that was one of the ads for Draenor, as their story continues or actually starts in Warlords of Draenor. I did not know that. Like, holy shit, did that hit me in like all the ways, as you know, as a mother and as a dog. You know, I don't like saying owner, I say guardian more so than
Well, whatever you want to call it, dog owner, dog guardian, you know, dog lover, animal lover, yeah.
Ouch. Like
it's kind of dark. So can you explain to me, just for maybe other people who don't know what it is, but maybe explain it to me like I'm dumb here, but what is bloodlust? Is that something that happens when you kill multiple times? Is it a little bit like what is it that warriors get? Warriors in the game, like with orcs or something, don't they get like a build-up of something?
So bloodlust within the game is actually known as a spell.
Oh, okay.
This is a sort of spell that some of the races, like especially from the Horde, can do.
Yeah.
And Bloodlust is actually one of the reasons why Horde is so good for raiding, because
Yeah.
Bloodlust in game gives you I'm sorry, I'm probably wrong because I don't play Horde per se, but I know that it gives you haste, it gives you like increased damage and whatnot. So there is a very good reason to be raiding and doing like high end content as a Horde. Alliance has their equivalent, which is, I would argue, not as good, but it is something. It's called heroism. So that's something that is kind of the equivalent, but not really. Like, you really want to have Bloodlust. And Bloodlust is essentially something that orcs have to control within themselves. So it's kind of like rage, right? So they need to make sure to not tap into it. So even though there are orcs who tap into Bloodlust and just live their lives like that, essentially, yes, they are beasts. So if you think about all of those orcs that we fought like in dungeons and whatnot, those are orcs that have absolutely succumbed to it. But at the beginning,
they're just permanently in Bloodlust.
At the beginning of this cinematic, they said that this particular clan was one of the clans that was fighting the urge. So there were orcs who didn't want to tap into this power. So Bloodlust is essentially a rage. It's essentially an energy resource, if you want to call it that. And they do get more strong when they are in Bloodlust, but also they get not just reckless, but just ruthless, and they are not fully in control of their actions. So you can imagine, paired with Fel, how powerful Bloodlust is, and the orcs that do happen to accept Fel absolutely tap into their Bloodlust also. And these are I had called them the organic orcs, the ones that don't use Fel, that don't use Bloodlust, that just exist as they are. Kind of like, I guess the best example would be vegetarian vampires or something like that. Fighting against their own nature, yeah.
Yeah, so there are orcs that do have bloodlust, but they don't. They gauge it, they monitor it, I guess, and they take it into Is that what you mean?
Yeah, they can all tap into it, regardless of whether they have Fel or not, I believe, because these are not green orcs; these are brown orcs still. So they have nothing to do with Fel, but they still have this danger of essentially becoming beastly.
So I remember when I was playing World of Warcraft Classic, and not too recent, just for like a few minutes. If you remember when you were doing something on the computer, and I was just playing on a Orc character or something, and I remember saying like how beastly my Orc was. I was just like, oh my god, like, I'm like one hitting things, or I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I was a warrior, and I was doing my charge ability and stuff. But there was like a meter that was building up every time I was like killing things, I think, and I think I may be mistaken. Maybe someone in chat will tell me, but I thought that was the bloodlust meter or something, or I remember seeing the red bar filling, and I'm not sure if that's what that was. And when that's filled, I don't know if that's like a kind of like a berserk that you get, which enhances your like physical attacks, but maybe weakens your defense or something, which I think would make sense to see what this is, because he's essentially filled with berserk here.
So warriors have a different resource. It's a class resource in a way, and it's called rage. So it's a rage bar, and it's kind of similar, I guess. So you'll notice as you're playing through multiple classes that different classes or jobs, if you want to call them in 14 terms, they have different resources. For example, warriors have rage. Druids, like me as a feral druid, I have energy. Casters, they will have mana, stuff like that. Like, they essentially work in the same way. They are an energy resource, but they are called different so that they can fit the lore, because a caster, like a mage or whatever, it wouldn't make sense for them to have rage or something like that, or for a warrior to have mana, whereas they're not really casting. So they try to make it more lore friendly, but for everyone to have a resource that they manage. Rogues, for example, they have along with that, they have combo points, and I, as a feral druid, also have combo points in a way, that to build up and then to spend on stronger abilities. But one day, if I show you my druid, I'll explain how it works.
So I may have missed the beginning or missed a certain part of the beginning, but what was wrong with Durotan's mother?
So she was bitten by I can't remember the name of the creature. Was it a frost lurker or something? Essentially, it was probably something zombie-like.
Right.
So something poisonous / zombie-like. I'm not quite sure, as I don't know his background. This is actually the first time that I've seen this. I don't know what exactly it was, but apparently it's something that they don't really wake up from, so they were gonna leave her.
But she did wake up in the end.
Yeah, she was. I get what she was, trying to say, but at the same time, I think it was harsh because I think he was in a moment of grief where he just didn't deserve, someone telling him, I would rather die than see you do this or whatever. I think he was feeling guilty enough. I don't think he needed any more guilt.
Yeah, I agree with what she said. It was quite harsh. I also thought it was quite cool that, well, not cool that he skinned his own dog, but I thought it was quite a loyal thing to do, that he kept the skin of his loyal companion as a mark on his body, if you like, or a clothing on his body to remind him that, that there's a beast within him, kind of thing, and to keep it at bay at all times, like as a general reminder. I thought that was a really nice touch. I mean, it's the least I think he could do for his, his loyal companion that helped him. But doesn't mean for me and you, for dog lovers and animal lovers, that scene was not exactly, not excruciating to watch.
Yeah, I actually got reminded of like the original like Mowgli cartoon. I don't know if you saw that one. Like when the old wolf, his name was Akira. When he died, and when Shere Khan came to attack the wolves again because he was dead or whatever. If you remember, there's a very iconic scene where Mowgli is wearing Akira's fur. Like after he died, he was sat there because first he was in the shadows and he thought that was him, but then it turned out to be Mowgli in the fur. It was just a small flashback that I had. No.
Yeah, I know what you mean, like a reminiscent of that scene. Yeah,
a little bit.
So in terms of timeline, we don't know when this happened, right? Obviously, we know this happened before Gul'dan and stuff like that. I'm assuming because obviously we know how Durotan, gets killed or whatever. So
yeah, this was way before, but Draenor kind of takes you back in time and you get to relive some of these character stories, and that's why this is a part of Warlords of Draenor, because we're gonna go there and we are actually going to learn more about where everyone's from, how they I'm looking forward to visiting Draenor again, because Draenor was the expansion where I started with WoW, and I feel like I was too clueless to understand who these orcs were, what their backstory is and whatnot, and there's a ton of cutscenes and everything, and I did like the gameplay somewhat, but I'm looking forward to going again knowing what I know now, and I think I'll enjoy it a little more, and I think you will too.
Yeah, going in with not a new approach, but with knowing what you know now, but going into that expansion now, because when you first started, you probably still appreciated it differently, I guess, as a new player. But now that you've done all the other expansions and currently going through the War Within, you're going to be feeling, I don't know, a multitude of different things here, and I think it's going to be really exciting to see and hear your thoughts as we go through it, and then obviously my thoughts going through it for someone who's now watching these before he goes into the expansion, unlike you when you first went in. You didn't watch this before you went in, for example.
Yeah, definitely.
And knowing the things because you never had someone, or I don't think you did, someone with the knowledge that you have now who's played up to essentially the War Within to feed me all the lore or fill in any gaps and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like that. No.
Warlords of Draenor is the next expansion after the Burning Crusade, right?
Oh no! No. There's like 3 expansions in between. Yeah, we're gonna see this like way later.
I always keep forgetting which one the next one is. Is it Lich King?
Next one is Wrath of the Lich King.
Yeah, Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah.
Then there's Cataclysm, then Mists of Pandaria.
Yeah.
And then Warlords of Draenor, and then the Burning Legion, and there's a lot to go through. Definitely. I would like to hear from you in the comments how you feel about Durotan's story, how you felt about the cinematic when you saw it the first time. I'm going to assume that you saw it back in the day when Draenor was released. Were you excited for Draenor? Were you disappointed with the expansion? Or were you still happy with what the story delivered? Let me know in the comments. Do leave the video.
Let us know what you think. If you think that
Scared me there.
Durotan's mother was also quite harsh with what she said to him after he just murdered his loyal companion, let us know in the comments below as well.
Leave a like, subscribe, leave the notification bell on, and that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.